Good day, good day, good day, everybody. It's been a while since I've done a live stream here on TradingView. Been busy generating charts and other platforms, but you can just check out my social media for the latest, specifically on Twitter. Anyways, let's get into what we're going to look at here. So I've created. I'm going to do crypto first. That seems to be the most popular. So we got a spreadsheet here. And generally, uh, these are all supposedly available on Kraken. So if you're in the US, you can trade these on Kraken. But I'm going to only focus on the big ones here. So we have here Kava. I'll also talk about Tron, Waves, Ocean. And there's not a lot here. You can see here we got the 24-hour. Looks like I didn't include, but we'll take a look at the charts. But I'll look at the bigger ones here. Neo, Matic, crypto. These altcoins are not moving as they say they are. Render. We'll look at. Well, let's look at them now. All right. So we can track the market cap as well. So let's first do the first one is Render, or NDR, USDT. Yeah, let's do Binance for the fun of it. Okay, so you can see here Render's been doing pretty good since January at 46 cents to 270. Very strong. You can see here just pushing up. This is one of those stronger coins doing very well where it's gone up 10 times since January. It doesn't happen a lot, but there you go. And some of these are good to invest as long as they move up. Another one we can look at is Kava. Yeah, Kava is another big mover. Let's check that one out. And these are all the alternative coins out there. So Kava, Binance again. So this one's only been moving 74 cents to $1. This is a dangerous part about crypto. They start to drift. So if you're in a buy and hold, not wise. We'll look at Waves, which is a Russian coin. I don't think that has anything to do with Russia at this point. Yeah, we'll look at Waves again. You can see here Waves in comparison. Let me just give a better view. Let's go year to date. So you can see here it's up 34%. Pretty good. I mean, that's the joy of being in crypto. You can see it's come back off, right? So there's that. Let me take a look at Tron. The founder's been arrested. It seems to be doing okay. TRX. Again, we will look at, let's look at this one here. So that one's up 38%. So if you want to see the 5-day, I mean 2.7, 6.1, there are better, safer, more stable places to invest into with better returns, namely the stock market. That's part of my data I've been watching. So again, go over to my Twitter account. You'll see that in my profile or under my ideas. So there's that. I could go on. We got Waves, Ocean. Let's check out one of the bigger ones. Let me just check here. I always get these screwed up. Yeah, so here you can see since last year, we're up 177, 911%. Let's do a year to date. That's still pretty good. 37%, 100% for Kava. Pretty strong. We can look at Neo. A lot of people don't like these the volatility here. I don't blame them. And let's see here. We got crypto. Yeah, we'll look at Binance again. As you can see there, it's up 52% year to date. Those are really strong numbers. So when you factor that in and compare it to like a Bitcoin, let's say on Bitstamp, you're up 59%, but you still have Kava, the big leader there. So there's that. I'll look at one more. This one's not been doing too good. It's Matic. And we'll look at that one, Binance again. So Binance has been very weak, 18%. It's probably better than most stocks, but it hasn't really. Well, it has collapsed here in yellow. Tron's been pretty steady. You can see there. The one I've been focusing on for the last little while is Litecoin. Let me just pull that up here. We'll look at Binance again. So Litecoin, that's perpetual. We don't want that. We want to focus uh, spot market. LTC, swap. I guess we'll do crypto cap. Let's see here. Litecoin is up 24%, but it's been moving up quite a bit over the last few weeks. It's dropped back. Let's pull up a 5-day here. And you can see here, Litecoin's been somewhat moving. Actually, it's been negative. Actually, let me pull up, make sure we got a 4-hour time frame. There you go. Litecoin's at 48%, beating out Neo, beating out Tron, beating out Kava. So Litecoin's been doing pretty good. It may continue. Let me pull up one more. XRP is the big one. Uh, let's see that one. So XRP 19% versus 14% on a 4-hour chart year to date. But let's look at the 1 month. And you can see here Litecoin's been negative, and we'll boil it down to a 5-day. And you can see here Litecoin not doing too good there. That's a 5-minute chart. That's intraday, which what we don't want. We want a 4-hour and a 5-day. So 5-day, 5-minute. Let's see how far back this goes. So that's taking us back to May 22nd. Today's the 25th. So that's the last 3 days. I mean, there's your performance right there. All right, so we played enough with the forex, or sorry, the crypto. Now let's take a look at the forex market, and kind of timing's everything, as they say. I'm just going to pull up my forex pairs here. Okay, so these are the batch that I've seen. I'm with the new data that I'm running, focusing on ETFs, but with this is on something like Oanda, what I'm about to show you. So the first one of interest is pound, British pound against the Australian dollar. We want forex. So let's stay Oanda. You can see here Oanda's gone up from $1.86 to $1.89. Pretty strong spike there on the 5-day. Let's say hourly. So again, 5-day, 1 month. Let's say 2 hours. So that's since February. That's been a good trade long term. The pound against the Australian dollar. So the pound was weakening, and it looks like it's strengthened a little bit here. How's the New Zealand been doing as well? It's another strong one. You can see that big dip there. Again, that's since February, dropped back, and it's already fully recovered. So that may continue. I don't know. It's the hard part about forex. There's a little data for forecasting to work with. I mean, you can do it if you're looking at the macro trading, all that of each country. So here is the Swiss USD against the Swiss franc. It's been not performing very strong, but it's been steady from 88 to 90. So a little bit of growth there, just putting that out there. And then everything against the yen's been doing fairly well. So let me pull up pound against the Australia. Actually, I'll do the opposite here. So I'll do USD Japanese yen. Let's see one of the more bigger ones. So again, here this has been very consistent, except for this parabolic move. But here, April 21st, 131 to 139, very steady, very no severe drawdown. So that's a good pair. So I'll start comparing now against the rest. So you'll see the euro. The euro dropped back because of the strengthening US dollar. So you can see here the yen USD against the yen's slightly outperforming again since February by 2%. Another one to watch is the Swiss franc against the. This one won't be as strong, I don't think. Swiss franc against the yen. So there you go. Actually, wow. Okay, I didn't expect that. So that did outperform the other two. Okay, so let's compare that against the pound, against the Australian dollar. As just an experiment here. Yeah, it's doing okay. Um, so I'll get rid of that. Now, the other thing to watch if you're into the world of forex to watch and why this is happening, you want to watch the U.S. dollar currency index here. So you can see this is what's happening is that the U.S. dollar is strengthening, so it impacts all of these other pairs. The only way to get around that is you want to stay uncorrelated to the U.S. dollar. So that's where you get something like the Swiss franc against the yen outperforming these as well. Another example, this may do okay, is Singapore dollar against the Japanese yen. Now, this is just from today. This always changes. But here you can see the Singapore dollar against the Japanese yen, 4.57, still double than just holding purely the DXY. So that's what's going on there. Now, I want to show you the big reveal. Compare that to Bitcoin, okay? So if I take out, I don't know, this one right here, the Singapore, I'll take out, those are pretty big major pairs. So how does Bitcoin compare to this? Same time period. Let's just Bitcoin on Coinbase is probably more popular. So Bitcoin is double. The problem is that you got this wild, crazy volatility to get the performance. This is why when I run my portfolio optimizer against this, you'll see less holdings in crypto. I mean, I want to see crypto succeed with the threat of you know what coming, CBDCs. They're coming. So there's that to pay attention to. Another one we should also compare in here is just an ETF of let's say GLD ETF, pretty popular. You can see here it's just barely budging. So there are other ETFs in gold that are doing way better. Not gonna talk about, but I just want to show you that gold is not the best to hold. Now, if you want to do well when the markets don't perform, let me take out that one, gold, and you compare it to something like the Nasdaq. Nasdaq's been doing fairly good. Um, see what we can load up. Let's put in the CFD equivalent or tempt for Awanda. Okay, most people will be probably trading Awanda here. So when you look at the Nasdaq, Nasdaq's been doing good, but it's very similar behavior to Bitcoin. But yet, um, if you can handle, actually, no, let me say it again. Nasdaq's doing pretty good. That's because of companies like Nvidia. Um, yeah, let me take out the DXY here. DXY is going to be a really good one when calamity hits. I mean, it really depends upon this debt negotiation for the U.S. But last year it was pretty solid. Now we can compare this against, Nvidia itself and see how it's done over the whole year. I mean, without a doubt, it's killing it, and it's been killing it, right? So that's why your Nasdaq is doing really well. If you also include Apple, now I just got word Apple is bringing out their headset or debuting it in the next couple of weeks, actually. So this may be a very strong profit driver for Apple. 22% still killing. And Apple has done pretty good. I mean, it's very stable in its price. That's going to be a pretty well safe haven, believe it or not, for a lot of people if a recession comes, because Apple will have a new product and a new product line to push out. So the Apple stock will be pretty good. Obviously, what drove this was AI. So that's a big impact. Now, the question is, will this continue to drive up? I mean, that's a huge move for the last, since March here. Another one I might add here is MSFT. Microsoft. Again, this is another exposure to the world of, didn't catch that. So I'm gonna have to drop. Let me get rid of the euro, Japanese yen. So in our case, we go Microsoft, MSFT. For Microsoft, I guess I'm full up here. Oh no, so comparative to Apple versus Microsoft. Let me get rid of the Apple here now, because I mean that's doing pretty good. But well, actually, let me drop some of these. So I'll get rid of the CHF Japanese yen. All right, so we should have some more room here. I'm just kind of surprised that Microsoft's more than double of Apple. That's kind of good. I think that's an AI play, when AI for Microsoft, for the Open AI into the Bing and all that. That's a big driver. Plus, across their Azure cloud. Funny enough, late last week, the two stocks in tech that were driven quite nicely. So I'll get rid of Apple here. Was both Amazon. Let me just pull up Amazon. And let's see how Amazon's been doing. So Amazon's doing okay, up 12%. Still, Microsoft's the big one to obviously hold. Nvidia's doing amazing. But you can see the whole point is these particular stocks are driving up the overall performance of NASDAQ right here, up 11%. Without these stocks, I think most of the stocks are going to be range bound or actually declining, and that's most. So NVIDIA, Microsoft, doing good. And the last one out of that batch is Google. Um, Up 19%, 26%, but Apple's only at 12%. So here's what's going on. Depending upon the AI solutions for both Microsoft and Google, I would expect Apple to start picking up because of this new product release of the headset. And those companies will still continue to do well. Let's take a look at one last company here. Should I get rid of Bitcoin? It's pretty surprising that these stocks are beating out uh, Bitcoin. So moving there. What was the company I was going to add? Oh yeah, Meta, Facebook. Let's see how that's doing. So Meta, uh, yeah, look at Meta. Wow, it's up 34%. Unreal. Who would think? That's because I guess when you start laying people off, that's what you expect. Performance like that. So there you go. Those are the leaders in the equity and forex and crypto and gold. Hopefully you got something out of that. We shall talk to you later. Have a good day.